Locals report. Played Mermail Atlantean. Round 1 vs Mitsurugi Ryzeal. Game 1, I go first, and after starting the full Neptibus combo, my opponent scoops when I try and resolve Minstrel. Game 2, my opponent goes first, and after getting Peruliad, sets up a board of Dweller, Ame, and 2 back row. I've opened Droplet for the Dweller, and Lightning Storm to clear the back row. I also have Neptibus and Poseidra, which helps me clear the board and push for an OTK. 2-0 win. Round 2 vs Mermail Atlantean Mirror. Game 1, opponent goes first and combos ending on only an Abyss Gaios after I Veiler their Coelacanth. Unfortunately, they hand-ripped me in the process, and the rest of my hand can't play through a Gaios, as I bricked on double Ash, so I scoop it up. Game 2, I go first and set up a decent end board of Rip 2, Toad, Gaios, and a set Judgment. Opponent has top decked an Xyz Encore for my Toad, and while he has some Poseidra plays, I'm able to shut him out with the Judgment. Neptibus on the crackback OTKs. Game 3, opponent goes first, and I have no hand traps. They make double Toad, Gaios, hand-rip board, and I can't play through it even with the Droplet. 1-2 loss. Round 3 vs Fiendsmith Ryzeal. Game 1, opponent goes first and ends on Detonator after a Veiler on Duo Drive. I have Poseidra and Neptibus, crack the board, and set up enough interruptions where the opponent scoops. Game 2, opponent goes first and is able to set up Gravekeeper's Inscription for Grave Effects and Detonator through a Veiler on Duo Drive. I have Poseidra in rotation, but the combination of pops and no graveyard effects means I can't play through it and go to Game 3. Game 3 I go first, and even though I got Peruliad, set up double Toad, double Judgment, and a Neptibus Link 3, with a Coelacanth just chillin'. Opponent cannot play through, but my Toad add back was for heavy infantry for extra interruption, and my top decked Ash means I have no more combos. I can Coelacanth for Grethus and make Chang Ying, but that is 400 off lethal. Even though I miss lethal, Toad, Judgment, Heavy Infantry Pop, and Chang Ying are enough to beat his last 3 cards, and I take the match 2-1 win. Round 4 vs Fiendsmith Ryzeal again. This was a tough one, as I was quite tired and hungry at this point in the tourney. Game 1 I go first, but my hand is awkward to play, especially through my opponent's Stroll. I end up misplaying and ending on only an Abyss Gaios and a Toad. Opponent has called by for the Toad, and even after negating the Fiendsmith stuff with Abyss Gaios, they have Ice as the last card in hand to seal the game. Game 2 I go first again and get double Peruliad. I give them 2 draws, but I'm able to Minstrel and confirm that they are out of hand traps. However, I've drawn the Coelacanth, and my only line to make a board has to summon him from hand. Opponent draws into Imperm and Nibiru off of that, and Nibiru's after Coelacanth. Tough draws, but I had lands to play around it and just tunnel visioned. I have 2 Judgments set, but my opponent drew 4 cards off my Perulia, and they were all custom as they have full Fiendsmith and Ryzeal combo through double Judgment. Lose 0-2. Overall, the deck felt okay. I think I prefer other options this format, but normal summoning and resolving Neptibus is still pure dopamine, so that's a plus. We'll run it back, but probably not for at least a few more locals. Let me know down in the comments what decks you'd like to see next.